The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
Right, probably just going to be a minute longer, just making sure I've got everything in place and rolling out the laptop. Oh yeah, I need glasses. That'll probably help. Yeah, this is actually quite... Oh, sugar. It is quite cool. This is I think this is like the most recent release, unless they've got a new one. I'll double check that in a second. So, okay, so just a quick check. How does my microphone sound to you two? Because this is a completely new headset. So, oh yeah. I also need to change one tiny thing. Excuse me, I'm going to have to do a quick test. Setting menu. Okay, seems to be all right. Can I change? Oh yeah, I can change up the volume. Cheers. I wasn't too sure because, like I said, this is a new mic, so I need to make doubly sure everything's okay. Because I mean, the one I had. The other headset's totally fine. It's just that this one lets me move the mic up. Is it better quality than the last stream? Hang on. I'll just bring it down slightly. Thanks for the follow, Commander Root. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I saw it redlining, so... I'll bring it down to 30. It's right. It should take a couple of seconds. I'm just gonna speak now for thingy. It stays in the green, and when my voice raises, whenever that is, it just goes into the yellow. So, okay, so that's good. I think this oddly enough, this is actually about the same. One of the cheaper headsets. Well, Actually, it is like a 30 quid headset, so but I got it for cheaper because I use a nice little service called Vipon or Vipon. So it pretty much lets me get certain items for cheaper. So I've ended up picking up, well, actually, a couple of Raspberry Pi kits, plenty of Arduino kits, and a few soldering irons. So I should definitely be able to do some soldering on either a stream or in a video, whatever works really. But yeah, so I'm going to bring it now into the game itself. There may be a momentary lapse of things, so I need to quickly... Actually, hang on a sec, I'll put that up there and I'll actually set up the window. So, rather than have a blank screen, which is what that's actually what that bit's for, so... Yeah, don't worry, we'll be melting stuff soon. So, this screen, by the way, is a brand new screen. I had no idea what to call it, because it's basically for if there's any technical issues or if I'm literally, changing software, because it sometimes takes a while. So, and obviously I put the kitty on top because, everybody likes cats because the internet runs on them. So, and eventually, like I said, I'll get a black cat eventually. Anyway, so the game is now up. Yeah, one slight issue, bear with me. Oops. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but there we go. Oops. Shouldn't do that just yet. Not quite ready to do the face cam thingy yet. Sorry, what? Where is the window capture on this then? Uh-oh, something's not quite right. There's another bloody technical issue, isn't it? Anyway, let's go back into the game because I want to get my hair cut before I start using the cam bit, and I want to kind of see how this works without people seeing my face for now. I promise I'll have something showing my face when I start doing, 3 slots, or maybe when I've actually got the full, well, not too sure actually, but I'm just going to launch it now because this is about the best I can do right now. So if I... Sugar. Maybe I should be scrolling this down here. Whoops. Move this up here. Because I don't really use the stream marker that much, and I get to see more of the other screen. Yeah, I just had it washed, so, and it's a bit long. I just want to get it trimmed, so... Okay, yeah, thanks to you both. Right, so let's go into this. Just to say, I've actually changed the settings. There's actually 4 settings here. So we have low, which gives you that clip. Medium, which you've heard twice now. I don't know what one the low clip comes from, but the medium one comes from First Contact. High is from Generations, and Epic, I don't actually know that one. But yeah, I'm scaling it back down to medium because I found out that my current computer configuration is not good enough to actually run this on Epic settings. I mean, you saw it run, but all those glitches, I think most of those glitches are down to the fact that I was running it on a system, well, basically the specs are like an i5 and I've got an i3, so I'm literally putting it on higher Epic, and it kind of exceeded the minimum requirement, so it was a bit jerky and stuff, so I'm hoping this will fix it. So if we launch, save setting and close settings. I'll go through the intro sequence just so people can see it again. So this is the intro sequence for the Stage 9 Enterprise D Recreation. One thing I don't like about this bit, although I'm being nitpicky, is it doesn't have the flashing lights on the top. But, I mean, it still looks good. Oh no, have I done something wrong again? Oh wait, oh right, that's because... Sorry, never mind. It's not actually streaming on... Hang on, I'm gonna have this play on the background as well, so... I didn't realise my video wasn't running on my main thing. I've got it running on 2 separate computers, but I want to have an at-a-glance thing. If it's a bigger problem, I'll actually switch over to my laptop. But yeah, I'm going to go on now. So if we launch, the graphical quality of this is going to be a bit lower than what it was before. So I'm just going to... oh, it's loading. Quite slowly, I might add, but I mean... Wow. Everything's just completely kind of... Okay, so... Really, computer? Oh, fuck's sake. For some reason... Well, one, I've got an engineer's uniform this time round, or security, one of the two. So... I can't work out if things are smoother because it seems a bit more jerky, and I've got an issue with my laptop because it always likes acting up. You can't hear anything from the game. Hang on. Right, give me a second. I think I need to change that. So, hang on. What's going on with this? See, properties, device default. Okay. There we go. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't actually. This is. I don't remember what the default is, but this is now. You should now hear everything. So, I hope. And my laptop's just decided to kind of. I need a better laptop, because this one has completely decided it does not want to cooperate. Fucking Dell piece of crap. Hang on, I'm gonna try and get my I mean, it's not crucial that this laptop works, but I would like the extra kind of window because I don't actually have there we go. Working again now. Oh, flip. Wasn't expecting this to happen. Oh god, what's causing this to... shit. Hang on, I just need to check my laptop. 100% disk activity. You're only on... I don't even know. Seriously. Yeah, I know. Right, so I've got all the options. So it's showing the NPCs at the moment. I think things might run a bit smoother. To be fair, though, I did win this, so I got it for nothing. So I have been trying to use it. And to be honest, it's more or less better for very low spec gaming and probably coding. Although I might actually outfit it with like Linux Mint or Ubuntu, so it might run a bit better because Windows 10 runs horrendously on this. So you got the 2 transporter rooms here. Transporter room 1 is here, and transporter room 2 is here, where you see. Hang on a sec. Extra settings can affect performance. Can I do anything else? Let's lower the shadow quality. Like I said, let's lower the shallow. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake.
That is not a weakness. That is life.
Seriously, you're gonna tell me that you can't lower the shadow quality down from? This game is terribly unoptimized at the moment. Memory pool available for textures, so I want to bring the texture quality up a bit. Because I can actually do that. Post-processing, anti-aliasing, foliage density. I'm going to apply these. I'm going to ramp up the texture because I've got 24 gigs of RAM on this, and then I've got 4 gigs of RAM on the graphics card, so it should be able to handle that. This is not going to be the best experience. I'll probably revisit this in a later version. God, this seems to be running worse than before, which is ironic considering I'm actually lowering the settings. Let's see if I can actually do anything else. Bring anti-aliasing up and foliage density. This is just, I don't even know anymore. And I'm gonna change the oh, it's all the way. Where did I put my phone? Camera sensitivity. Let's bring this a bit down. Yes, to. Let's just bring that slightly down to 40. Yeah, I think it's camera sensitivity I'm looking at the moment. Because this game is not, well, I mean, this uses Unreal Engine 4, so it's not, because it's also a very low version, it's basically a bit iffy. I can't really do much about the shadow quality. The texture quality, I mean, I should have plenty of VRAM for that. I'm not too sure now. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is a very, very early release of this, and I've really got underpowered equipment, so it's not going to be the best it could be. I mean, I'm looking at getting myself a an i7 4970K at some point, because I think I'm going to need it. One, for future proofing, and two, it probably will make things run better, because I can always do, there's certain games that require an i5 plus. I might as well just max out the CPU on this. But I'm just going to have to roll with it. So I apologise if there's any jerkiness. I think I've got the camera working properly there, so. But yeah, those are the two transport rooms, and transport room 2 is where O'Brien's situated. I can run. I'll probably just run it because it gets me there closer. So this is a force field, as you can see, but it blocks off certain areas because I think they were meant to be expanding later. So, but there's only so much that can be done on this deck, if I recall correctly. Oh, the science lab and the transporter rooms are on here. Science lab and transporter room. So I can actually pick things up. If I do F, it'll let me use. Oh god, that looks looks really pixelated. So you can pick up pads in this. That looks a bit better, and they'll work. So if I put this down, so it's basically. No, that's not going to turn off now, but you can interact with some panels here. Evidently, I can't use any of these panels. There's another pad here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a smaller pad, but no, I mean, this is pretty impressive what they've done. I mean, you know, this is only like 0.010 version, so. Actually, that's a thought. Where am I? I'm actually tempted to stand now just to see how long my arms are in relation to things, but I can't be bothered, and I'll break something, I'm sure. But yeah, it does look like he's got somewhat long arms. I mean. You can actually look down, so you can if you do the camera in certain way, you can actually see your rank pips as well. But so I can obviously use the replicator here and just say I want. I'm going to zoom in. I can order bacon. Although I don't think that's bacon. Unless it's some sort of bacon flavored tea, but I don't know. That doesn't sound particularly appealing, so let's see what else there is. Oh, hang on, what's this Klingon button? I just, yeah, I can't order bacon. I'm actually disappointed for that. The panel's literally just... That's all you can... Okay, so what does this do? So you can actually have a food service thing. I don't know. I think the entire panel's usable. Potato. I could... Let's see, there's... Eel wasser. Pork, tomato, lamb, puree, jalapenos. Where's the potato? Unless it was in the other list. Not sure if that even works. Let's see, Monterey Jack cheese, salad. That's what I don't know if this. I think the entire panel. Okay, oops. God, this guy's a bit kind of. Oh yeah, there it is. I think I can only really do drinks. I think this panel's just an interactive one, so. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get anything other than some sort of tea-based drink. I can't use that. I think they've still got to work stuff out. I can't actually use any of the equipment here. Apart from that panel there, but I mean... it is impressive what they've done. I mean, I can show off at some point if people are interested. There is a recreation, recreation of the Enterprise D done in... Oh, that's a bit... I am the engineering department, technically speaking. Yeah, I mean... If you look at my uniform, I do have a security/engineering thing. Well, operations anyway, so can't go to power systems at the moment. But God, that looks sinister. The way the lighting on this goes. Can't even go through storage at the moment. And we've got the weird backward walking people again. Yeah, Baronet Sunrider is very, very buggy, so you can clip through. Yeah, I've got like commander pips, if I'm not mistaken. So, I wish I had a map. Oh, here's transporter room 3 and 4. So we'll have a quick look at one of the transport rooms. They're all the same. Unfortunately, I can't go back behind there, but... There must be something interesting behind there, so... Although... Access panel. Can't use that either. I mean, it's very limited to what you can actually use. Can't actually use the transporter either, unfortunately. But... There's an emergency transport in case I ever fall out of the ship, so... Go to 10 forward? Okay. That is on... Sugar. Oh yeah, I don't have cable on this. Why am I even thinking of... So, we need to go to... Sheesh. Here's 10 forward, deck 10. 10 forward, starboard. The interesting thing about the turbolift, by the way, I've clipped through it once, and it actually moves throughout the ship, so through the turbolift tubes. So it actually does go up and down, and to the left and to the right. It seems to want to sort of like. This is why the reason why it takes so bloody long. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's very jerky as well. I mean, I'd be glad to get a better system. I'd say if I had a more powerful system, even a better CPU, I think this would run a bit more smoothly. I mean, I'm running a 1050 Ti, so computers are weird sometimes. I used to have Flux on. Oops. I used to have Flux on my Windows. Well, actually, I still do, thinking about it. I also had it on Windows 7, I think, but can't go down there at the moment. That is the turbo lift. There's also this, and then all those corridors, which I'll look up in a bit. Then you can obviously just go through, 10 forward this way. So yeah. Oh god, can the music stop now yet? Hang on, I'm just gonna turn down the music at my end so it's not blasting through my ear as much. But yeah, I mean, you can, believe it or not, you can actually go out there, and I'll show you how in a bit. But, I mean, you've got all these people here, and then you've got whatever this is. You got this, which is some sort of drink, another pad, another drink. So you got all these people here, which is probably causing the Fiesta tank slightly. Actually, that's one thing I've forgotten. Hang on. I've got development tools here. Or at least I thought I had development tools. There we go. Let's see if I can find FPS display, so I actually know how badly the I don't think this is actually going to be a game. Oh flip! I keep forgetting to understand it. It's just basically a virtual tour. Have you ever played? Well, loosely played Virtual Voyager? It's basically, you know, where you walk around the ship and stuff happens and all that. So, because they are going to be doing this with VR. So, I mean, so obviously you got 10 forward here, and you have, oh, another replicator. Although I don't know why that happened. I don't even know where the buttons are. Yeah, I've got I've got Bridge Commander somewhere. Be a bloody pain in the arse trying to get running on a modern computer, I'm sure. But I also have. I'm interested in doing Bridge Crew at some point because I got a PS4 and a PSVR. So, but no, Virtual Voyager is an expansion to Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. So, the first Voyager Elite Force. Oop, that's tanking. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why, oh, flip. That tanked again. I'm not going to be, I'm going to have to... How much memory is being used? 4 gigs. Extra memory pool. Oh, it's maxing out the memory. Oh, that could be a problem. I'm gonna lower everything to just low to see if that makes a difference because oops. Sugar. Where is, right, I'm gonna go back to video. I'm just gonna basically bring everything down. Even though I don't want to. If only I could lower the shadows, that'd be handy. I'm gonna lower the as much as I don't want to, that might actually do it. I'm just going to see now the dev tools. Actually, maybe that's not the right one. Sugar. Hang on, I need... it's the memory one I need. Still maxing out memory. It's text to memory pool. I'm not too sure what I can actually do at the moment. Yeah, I just have a really view mode wireframe. Let's see what I'm going to do. Yeah, hang on. I'll just click the restart button. So, yeah, unfortunately it takes a while to load this up. I've pretty much now just lowered all the settings. That was a bit faster this time, so I'm just going to keep everything on low. We can have the better settings later. So this is going to look like crap in some respects, but I mean it's an Unreal game, so even at low specs, Unreal Engine 4 games, so even at lower specs it still looks pretty good. So I'm still going to have my FPS tank because it's unoptimized and I've got pretty much weedy hardware for this, so I'm just going to now, yeah, probably be the best thing. So obviously, let's see, what else? What's the... You got main engineering here, nacelle control, which I've not been to yet. Brig, which I haven't been to. The holodecks. Ack. This is a very cumbersome thing. I don't mind having this in VR, actually. Then you got the battle bridge, which I've kind of done 9 forward. And 10... stereocartography, which I might actually do... I haven't actually been to stereocartography yet. So, let's have a look, see what happens. Maybe I could find a phaser and zap everybody. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to look like the... Oh wait, no, it's not going to look like that one. Which... I'm trying to remember which Enterprise version of the Enterprise D this, because there's a holodeck that gives you the Enterprise, the original Enterprise, as in the NCC 1701. Then there's one from yesterday's Enterprise. Where the fuck did you guys come from? That's probably one of the reasons why it actually tanks a bit as well, because there's so many models on this ship. And they look weird and walk backwards, so... Oops. Oh, okay. So I can actually change this to all the different alert statuses as well. But I'm just going to go down here. Work out... That's another science lab. Oops. It's a little too fast. Oh, there we go. That's better. There's another turbo. Oh, this isn't a turbo lift I can use. There's a crew lounge, which I can't get into yet. Then there's this hole here, which is cybernetics lab. Power systems, which they don't let me go into either. Crew quarters, which are not allowed in. Excuse me. Cybernetics lab. Force field, which is, yeah. Some of these are literally just going to be corridors with doors and stuff. I mean, sometimes I clip through the floor as well, which is fun. I literally just fall out of space. Although, technically speaking, I should be floating rather than falling, but I don't think they've got the gravity ready for that bit yet. One sec. That's better. But, yeah, I mean, I can see the potential in this. Although I'd see it more if, what's this? Oops. Prior energy, yeah, they've got little bits here as well. So, you know, there's a lot of attention to detail. So if we go down, I'm going to run across here. That's another turbo lift. This is another... These are all quarters down here. I really need to get a map of the Enterprise because I'm sure they use some sort of map and it would actually help me get around. Oh, this is 9. This is 9 forward down here then. So if we have a quick look in here. Whoops. There's like 3 doors in here. It's not as... Oh. And they still have replicators. Bet you this won't give you bacon. Does give me a green drink. Whatever that is. So... Force field down there. I must have missed stellar cartography. Huh? What? Hang on. 0, 1, 2, 3. Weird. So basically the 9 forward area is pretty much locked off. So that's another turbo lift. Whoops. And so that I am going to probably well actually no, rumbling is not blue. Rumbling is not green, it's blue. Yeah, like I said, still quite a few things here. Where's stellar cartography? Oops. Yeah, the version of this is literally... That's weird. Must have gone by a force fielded area or something. So yeah, the FPS is going to go anything from like 17 up to 40 something. It's really not running well on this at all. So yeah. Oh, it's fun. Oh, really? Laptop? You're really going... It could be. Right, where's stellar cartography then? That's a science lab. Cybernetics lab. Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't have a drink behind the bar at 10 forward. Oh, hang on. Ooh! Phaser rifle. Oh, what's this? Aid station. I have to find someone to shoot. God, that does look jerky in the wind. Well, I actually haven't played around with the phaser rifle yet. Although, who on earth just leads a random phaser rifle? Well, at least the force field works. Yeah, at least the force field actually reacts to it. To be honest, if I actually kill some of these people, it might actually bring my frame rate up. So. Power systems. Another force field. Yeah, I don't think we can go to the star cartography yet. I don't think they've actually built it. So I don't know if one thing they should definitely have is maybe if they later on is if you phase or something, they should just leave the burn marks there. But actually, where am I going? I'm trying to find the bloody turbo lift now. Well, a working turbo lift. Yeah, I mean these are all crew quarters down here, so I know that much. I bet she's behind the force field. Oh my luck. That's 9 forward. That's more crew quarters. Fluidics lab. EPS control, which I unfortunately can't. There's nothing in there anyway. As again, I clipped partially through that. So, cybernetics lab. Astrophysics lab. I don't think there's anything there. Another astrophysics lab. Another science lab. Aid station. God, this place gets confusing. Could be any. I wonder why the. Is this a. I thought. Where's the nearest working turbo lift? Oh, stop this. Emergency transport to nearest turbo lift. Okay, so I'm gonna temporarily. Oh god, I'm not gonna look forward to this. Okay, that works this time. I don't think it's available yet. I think they just made it as a placeholder. Now, I mean, I could be wandering here for ages unless I have a proper map to reference stuff. Because there's like 2 corridors of crew quarters. Actually, hang on a sec. I mean, this is not by no means complete yet, so I'm gonna go to something I know is actually still around. Let's go to the battle bridge, the Arboretum, actually. I really do need a map. Oh. Remember what I said about sometimes falling out? Yeah. That kind of happened. Christ. Where am I now? Is this where the Arboretum is, then? Oh, there we go. Here's the Arboretum. Yeah, like I said, unstable as hell. Whoops. Also got a tricorder here. Unfortunately, can't actually put these in your. Yeah, this happens a lot. I mean, I can use this tricorder. I don't know if it actually does anything in this thing. I don't think it does actually, but I mean, it's nice to kind of play around with it. I wouldn't mind just having an inventory. That'd be helpful. But I mean. I got this nice little arboretum here, which is. I mean, you got water. I mean, the grass. I mean, the grass effect's quite nice. I mean, the plants in general are quite nice. But, I mean, there's not a lot in this arboretum. It's a very small one, actually. Where the fuck did you come from? Can I open this? Don't think I can. I mean, it's very buggy, as you can see. I mean, I expect to fall out of turbo lifts pretty frequently, actually. Or through doors. So. Where do you come from? Yes, I'm Ghost Werewolf Jesus. Yeah, try and say that 10 times fast. Wait another hour, please, Windows. Ah, feck. What are you looking at? Where one place I'd actually like. I'll show off main engineering because that's quite fun. Interesting pirate emoticon there. So, yeah, basically this is unstable as all hell. Excuse me. Right, so obviously another force field. As you can hear, actually you can hear the warp core just around the corner here. There's not many places you can actually go here. So you've got all the force fields, one turbo lift. Unfortunately I don't have my phaser with me. I'm actually getting close. I'm actually peaking at 60 frames per second sometimes. But I mean, can I? Oh yeah, this guy. Check this. Check out the guy down there. He's doing Gangnam Style. And yeah, that's definitely Gangnam Style. After seeing it from this angle. Yeah, I'm not. I wonder if that's probably gonna stay in the finish build. But I mean, I'm getting 60 to 74 FPS at some point. But yeah, he just pretty much does that over and over and over. I'm surprised the uniforms even let him do that, because they are a bit tight around things. So that's EPS maintenance. Unfortunately, I can't actually go up there. They won't let me climb ladders, unless I need to use the ladder. Yeah. Pretty much Gangnam Style is pretty much what got everybody kind of aware of K-pop. So we've got the we've got a kit here as well. So I don't actually know what these do. Ah, fuck. I'll start from maybe get rid of my crosshair. I think I have to pick them up with F. Is that a screwdriver? Huh. Didn't realize they had screwdrivers in... Well, I suppose they would have screwdrivers in the 24th century. Can't actually use any of these, but... Oh, crap. I don't even know if there's anything I can actually use on here yet, but I'm just basically picking them up, seeing what they look like. I don't think they can, but I mean... Actually, before I go to the bridge, one, I can't actually go behind there, unfortunately, but if I press... Actually, what does that say down there? Actually, hang on, I just want to... Engineering access only. Okay, so if I press this button, if I press that there, I've just caused a warp core breach because I can't get out. So now the ship.
Warning: warp core breach in 30 seconds.
And unfortunately, I can't actually even abort it.
Warning.
As far as I know, anyway.
20 seconds.
But I mean, the entire ship goes crazy.
Warning: warp core breach in 10 seconds.
So yeah, I'm basically
Warning,
totally screwed right now.
Warp core breach in 5 seconds. Warp core breach imminent.
Yep. Again, sorry, Fallen Angel. I had to kind of show that off again. I don't think there's anything left of the ship to go that can actually go to red alert. But it does seem to be running a bit faster now, so... On the plus side, the phaser rifle still isn't actually back in its place now, so... If we go up to the bridge... So we want to go to the aft section. Yep, we'll go to the battle bridge in a sec. I'm going to show you something quick on the back. Oh, actually. I remembered something. I wonder if I can actually do it here. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, it takes a second to render because you actually have to walk into the area. So, we have data. Then we have Commander Nameless and Commander Nameless 2. So we got then, and then we can actually sit in the big chair. When doesn't data work hard? So you can obviously sit in the chair and stuff, and you can actually, and when you get to the helm station, you can actually move the view of the ship. That's actually a window, even though obviously on the Enterprise is a view screen. But oh, actually, hang on. Is there a third? Hang on. Oh, is there? Now that I actually know what I'm doing, can I? Actually, I think I'm need. Hang on a sec. Let's see. Zoom, total head bug, interrupt, horror door, mission log, which I don't actually have at the moment. Maybe you are able to do something. Can I? Oops. Oh, I could roll with this, and am I actually moving? Very slowly. If you notice, I am actually moving very, very, very slowly. I think, am I? And yeah, that planet's actually getting closer. I'm surprised I can't move faster. I mean, are these basically... do I only have access to, say, the thrusters? Oh, there we go. Maybe I'm actually moving faster now. I haven't actually done this before. I kind of messed around with it, but... now I actually know I can pilot the ship. Could you imagine this as a multiplayer game, though? That'd actually be quite cool. Oh, I can actually move faster now as well. Look at that. God, it took long enough to... Can I actually crash? Oh, well, it's probably a gas giant, so... it just clipped through. So, I mean, at least now I can actually fly the ship. Where's the sun, anyway? I wonder how much I can actually... how far I can actually fly this. Not exactly the fastest, but, I mean... possibly, I'm not too sure. I've got to look and see what they actually have. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. Maybe you might... well... if they had the right planet, it might be possible, but, let's see. So we can actually fire a photon torpedo here. We're supposed to, anyway. Yep. So, in the game, we can go to yellow alert. You'll notice, if I can actually get out of this, it's gone to yellow alert just there. Now if I go back and do red alert, there you go. So I'll leave it on red alert for now. And while we're here, we can go to the ready room. And look, it's old Baldy himself. Sir Baldy himself. Now, I mean, I love Patrick Stewart. I actually kind of, yeah, I mean, they're probably taking the sound clips, so. But yeah, they've got a pretty decent likeness of Patrick Stewart. And they've got all the details. I mean, they've got the picture here, for instance. And obviously the couch, sofa, whatever you call it in your country. Another tricorder. Also then debate on which. Oh, I was expecting to. What debates did you have? I wonder what that's supposed to be. Oh yeah, there is one other thing on this deck actually. The observation lounge. And then you got head, which is... in what sense do they not benefit? But yeah, that's the Enterprise A. The original, the NCC 1701 Enterprise. Was that the refit? That nacelle doesn't look right. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it. And then you have the NX Enterprise, and then you've got the Enterprise B. Yeah, I interchange between sofa and couch all the time. I mean, for instance, there are all the Enterprises there as well. So, and then obviously we've got. Oops. I think someone's taken liberties. We've got the CVN 65, I believe, and then you got the the 18th century ship, the shuttle, the Enterprise. That was a concept model, but we never got to see that. Hang on, one more thing. Whoops. The observation lounge. So, yeah, they have all the models of the Enterprise. But yeah, I mean, Paramount, well, they don't... the Star Trek property's kind of gotten a bit screwy now, because you've got Paramount, Viacom, and CBS all with their fingers in the Star Trek pie, so to speak, depending on if it's the TV series, a movie, or something else. So, yeah, it has gotten a bit messy. Freebies in what? Oh, oops. I fell through it again. Yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to Axanar, oddly enough. I mean, it looked like a great production, but then, unfortunately, you had all the issues happening. With regards to the original series, actually, have you ever heard of Star Trek Continues or Star Trek New Voyages / Phase 2? Coincidentally, yeah. So, Star Trek Phase 2 and New Voyages. Oh, okay. Where is... What am I doing in here? Yeah, Continues was really good. I mean, because you had you had Chris Doohan as Scotty as well, and as you probably know, apparently one of the people who I've got on my follow list. Apparently, there's going to be a free Enter the Gungeon update soon. I'll have to have a look into that, because I was planning on streaming it eventually or doing a let's play of that. So we're going to go down to the battle bridge. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I was quite impressed with the production values of Continues. Nice. Yeah, I think I've followed him on Facebook. Oh, okay. Why do I get the fit? Oh, I didn't actually even ask for the... Hang on. This is very cumbersome at times, so I want to go to the battle bridge. Yeah, I've seen some of his posts he's made. He's pretty cool, right? I mean, Marina Sirtis, I've got on Twitter as well. Actually, on my this Twitter, if you know the username, because I mean, this is basically my quote unquote work account. So I'm not supposed to do it. Well, actually, to be fair, I actually own the business, but that's kind of entirely something. But so this is the battle bridge anyway. Oh, emergency ready room. Radio page. Do you want to link me? I don't think I've got anything stopping links. If the link doesn't go through, I'll make sure it does go through. That's why the reason I'm bringing the laptop out again, so I actually have so I don't have to kind of switch out the window. Where the hell did I put my phone? Sorry, one sec. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm actually logged in on Twitter on my laptop. I hope I am. Hopefully I'll be logged in on my Twitter. Thanks for the link. Oh, I am. Cool. Anything? Oh, 2 more notifications while I'm on Twitter. Might as well have a quick look at them. Just another conversation I had with someone on my Twitter, talking about comics. As a guy wanted to know how to get back into comics after about 20-ish years. Because he, get into them cheaply. And I mentioned that I actually found a stack of about 40, 50 Transformers comics for about £1 for 2. So it only cost me about... I think it's cost me like £23 for the entire lot, which is really good. That's pretty cool. I'm just going following the trail here. What I suggested to that guy is he's based in Canada. I'm based in the UK. So you might have luck trying thrift stores. I know LGR, if you know him, Lazy Game Reviews. He sometimes visits thrift stores like Goodwill and all that. Ooh. So here's another... I can actually... I'll shoot him first. So I can actually shoot these people. Why are they all science people? But I mean, charity shops are basically the UK equivalent of... and I can actually now... So I can actually just sit in the chair now. I wonder, actually, is there... I wonder if I can't sit in these yet now. That's unfortunate. Let's take the phaser. Ragdoll physics. In fact, I'm just looking at that, and his eyes just... That looks like his arm's broken. I don't know if this is like stunt or kill, but what I do know is you can't vaporize them. That should be a bit gruesome. Oh, you can't actually... So let's drop this. Hopefully it won't go into the thing. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I lost my phaser rifle. Well, at least I know there's one in the battle bridge. I'll show you my favourite part of this in a bit when I've done the. Oh, hang on. I haven't been to the nacelle yet, so we've done transporter. Oh, hang on. So what? We've done the bridge. On the main bridge, gotta do deck 2. We've had the main shuttle bay. We've done the Arboretum, cars, quarters, and battle bridge. Actually, no, we're doing Picard's quarters now. So, in Picard's, and in fact, because I've shot someone, the entire ship's gone to red alert. Well, I say someone. I've shot 3 people. So, oh, actually, this is a nice little Easter egg. If I pick this up, if I press this, you should be able to recognize that. Yeah. Resigan flute. I never actually said what it was the last time, but I mean, that, I have to say, well, apart from the fact that I dropped it, I mean, that episode, I think it's called The Inner Light, that got an award, I think, or was nominated for an award. That's better. But, yeah, I mean, I don't mind having something like this as my desktop, actually. Although that said, on my Windows desktop, I actually have a wolf. Can I open any of these up? No. I mean, they really are going. Oops. Huh, I'm actually hitting 80 frames per second now, so. I mean, this isn't very interactive. Where did I see that phaser? I could have sworn there was a... here we go. There's a phaser in here, so... Bye-bye. That was a bit dramatic. I think I broke him. Phaser shot and he pretty much breaks. Well, that's a very kind of contorted ragdoll physics. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no one else to shoot, so... I mean, I'm impressed they actually let you shoot people in this. That's probably stun. As a turbo lift. Okay, so what want to do now? I'm going to lose that, unfortunately. But, if we go... I just want to go down before I start... No, what's the other one? Oh yeah, the computer core. That's a bit confusing. We go down to nacelle control, because I haven't actually been there yet. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, there we go. If you're quick enough, you can pick it up and then shoot everybody. Oh. So I haven't actually been to nacelle control yet. But I mean, I could always just get rid of the Ack. Oops! Did I just drop that by mistake? Huh? What on earth is that? Oh, fuck. Well, on the plus side, I've really got to learn these buttons properly. I literally bumped my the heel of my hand against the keypad. So this is nacelles, huh? Oh, this looks more interesting. Can't actually go down yet. They can't. They don't work. The ladders don't work. Can I crouch? Oh, here we go. Huh, that's unusual. I haven't seen many feet. Oh, okay, maybe one or two. Injector access, radiation danger. So this is what the nacelles look like. It reminds me a little of the Enterprise's engineering, the NX-01. Although, bloody hell, that's noisy. That was a bit disappointing. What were the controls again? Was there any way of crouching? Alt look. Left. Alt look. What does that do? Yeah, this is missing a lot of things. If we go back over to the... Let's see. We go here. This is the fun. This is the fun bit, or leads to a fun bit anyway. And yep, here goes the FPS tank again. I'm actually nearly at the end of this. Just as well, I actually kind of did 2 hours. I might actually consider rolling out a session of Phoenix Point, although, I suppose that depends on a couple of things. But yeah, I'm actually quite God, this takes ages. Oh yeah, I suppose I am on deck 29 though. It's like you're literally getting. It's literally taking real time to actually get there. Although I'm actually there because I actually saw a flicker of the shuttlecraft. I don't know how to get into this at the moment. There's no music apart from it, but there is ambient sound. So. I mean, I don't even know if there is a way of getting into those shuttlecraft. But, I mean, this is the main shuttle bay. Now, what's fun about this is a couple of things. Well, I can actually... where'd that come from? I don't remember seeing that in the shuttle bay. Evidently, it actually is interactive. Who knew? So this is the main shuttle bay. Actually, a turbo lift here, and actually, what's the name of that? Flight planning. I suppose there's no thing. Oh well, this Windows Defender is working. Doing its job. So we can't go up there yet. Another turbo lift. Another cybernetic lab. And actually look out in the shuttlecraft. And you got the control room. Can't you? But what you can do here is open the shuttle bay doors, which are over here. They got this one nailed as well. Don't worry, this is not the end of the fun yet. Although I can use, oops. I can actually, if I can actually basically You can activate this tractor beam, which I think is that one there. So you can actually activate this tractor beam here. I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing multiplayer for this eventually. It would be silly not to. That's kind of open, which is fine. So, I need to remember where everything else is. Without letting the game kind of, FPS tank down to like 11 FPS. That's bad. And there's some sort of lounge here. This place is very, very active, which is both a bad and a good thing. Bad because it tanks the FPS in this, but good as it means there's a lot to do here. I can actually get back down eventually. That's the control room. How did I get... Sheesh, I've really got to learn the layout of this place better. One moment. That's another pilot's lounge. And then, yep, here we go. So what you can do here, actually I'll get one that's a little, I hate the FPS tanking. Actually, what's this? Again, some sort of anti-grav unit, I think it was. Can't use it though, fair enough. But if I can find it, shish. Yeah, this really has gone. The FPS on this is really tanking at the moment, which is ironic because I think I had a smoother experience the last time. Those FPS figures are bloody dire. But what you can do here, I might actually deactivate that tractor beam. I think that's causing the FPS tank. So there we go. Okay, that makes it go. I think that's slightly better. But what you can do with this is if you press this, you can board it. Actually, no, I'll do this one last. Thinking about it, you can board every one of these shuttlecrafts. By the way, you know the ones of this model. Although that said, you can also build. You can actually board these ones as well. How do you find? So if you press this button here, let's go into the shuttle pod. So if we do this, we're gonna do. Just gonna lower it slightly. So you can actually fly around. You can actually fly out of the shuttle bay and above and actually around the ship, or you can actually fly through the planet. This is the fastest moving one as well, so I can actually kind of do this. If I can actually, yeah, it gets better. Or it will when I actually kind of I'm actually going to do the... that's Shuttle Bay 2 and 3 down there. But we actually have the main Shuttle Bay here, so if we go back in... So you can get out of that. You can actually, and then as we're beside this one, like I said, I can get into any one of these. Just push the panel. Get in. And I can also if I sit here, hang on one sec. There we go. So I can actually take this one out as well. And it actually goes through the force field, so... Now, this has a nice one, an interesting thing as well, considering what I can do with this, so... Actually, can I do anything here? No. So if I turn back here... lets me open Shuttle Bay 2 from here. I think. Oh, it's not going to let me. That's unfortunate. There's something else I can do from one of these stations as well. I can actually remember. Oops. It's not wanting to cooperate right now, but... There we go. Remote open source Shuttle Bay 2. So, in theory... Oops. If we go back here... Oh, it actually closed that. That figures. So if we now go... If I do remote open Shuttle Bay 1... Oh, it doesn't actually want to cooperate. Go figure. So if we do this... I might want to move back for this one. But I can actually order... Yep. There you go. Source of separation. It mostly works. If you notice here, the shuttlecraft that I actually flew or tried to open, they literally just kind of stayed put. Yeah. They're the escape. These bits are the escape pods, by the way. So that's actually faster than I can move, but I'm not quite done with this yet. So Well, basically, now that I've separated... Actually, how far does that go again? And is it better yet? Oh, look, there's some lights as well. I wonder if I can actually eventually control the sources section. Sorry, the star drive section. From once I've done the separation. I don't even know if I can actually get in here yet, but I'm going to try. So if I go back in here and ah, crap. Sorry, hang on. The FPS tanked again. I mean, I know it's not exactly the... Ah, flip. If I can actually get this working properly. I might just have to restart this bit because I can't seem to open up Shuttle Bay 2. At least as far as I know anyway. Oops. Bloody hell. This is a pain. Ah, shit. Ah! Damn it. That was a bit of a glitch. I broke it. See what I mean by this being as buggy as hell? Hang on, I'm gonna... Doesn't work now. Right, there's one more thing I need to do here. I have to restart the bloody thing because I broke it. It's not very stable. But I need to go back down to the shuttle bay for this. So... I'm on a mission. Oh, crap. If I can actually find out what I'm doing at the moment, that'd be a great idea. Well... Oh, I'm actually a science officer this time. Brilliant. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's completely unstable. Well, not all completely unstable. Well, not completely unstable, but it's definitely still pretty interesting. However, we need to run over here. Oh, hang on. I haven't actually done this bit. Is there anything I can do here? I'll actually go to the other shuttle bay because this is the thing I want to show off there. Activate tractor beam. Nah, I'm doing this on my desktop. So, the laptop's actually not causing me any grief at the moment, which is nice. A lot of people around this shuttle bay. Where are they going? Coincidentally, it's like, at least, well, actually, there's more than those docks, but unfortunately, I haven't worked out yet how to get into here. It's definitely not. That's one of the lights, so I don't think these ones are actually able to get. You're able to get into them unless you're supposed to be able to sugar. Yeah, like they're all just going somewhere. I don't think you're actually able to get into these ones, although I believe that's still the door, so... I'm not actually up to date on... Oops. There's absolutely no way of getting into this one, as far as I know. I did try for the best part of 20 minutes when I played this last time. Ah, crap. Can I do anything here? Oops. That's another turbo lift. We can actually use that one. However... Oh yeah, it's just another turbo lift. So there's control over there. Then obviously you can go up and down. God, this... I'll be glad to... I have mixed feelings about this rep creation. On the one hand, I think it's absolutely awesome that you can do all this stuff on it. The disco. Wouldn't that be on 10 Ford? I don't think you can get in these either. These are, if anybody's curious, worker bees. So they're literally just miniature... I don't think these are able to be done at the moment. Gotten into it at the moment anyway. Either. Actually, what's over here? Variable gravity area. Oh. Nothing interesting. I'm not too sure if the... I actually wouldn't be sure where the disco is. Technically speaking, you could call it the bridge because that has all the flashing lights. Actually, the entire ship could be considered a disco if we go by that metric. But what I'm going to do next is try not to fall off the ship again. Actually, hang on. What's over here? This is... can I go over here? Hang on, what was the name of that? Shuttle bay control again. Okay. So activate tractor beam. That's nothing really of note. Oops. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. If it lets me. Right, so we're gonna... Good God. I didn't have this much difficulty last time. There we go. So let's let those open up. I'm going to coincidentally show you a glitch later on as well. So that requires me to go to the second shuttle bay. So you guys might think that this is basically just window dressing, as it were. You know, it's just there to make the ship look nice. Again, this is a Danube class runabout. It's actually pretty much its own starship. So all the other shuttle pods and shuttlecraft are basically they're just basically spurred off the number of the ships. So, but if you do this, you can actually oops, you can actually get on. I don't want to really. So if you get in, I think I can actually sit here. No, I can't. So this is these are the transporters. Actually, hang on a sec. If I sit here. So you can also fly the runabout. So if I just bring this forward. So I can fly this out as well. This is obviously a bigger one. This is the USS Ohio. I kind of forgot to show that off as well, but I mean, I can literally, you can actually literally fly the shuttlecraft or the runabout and stuff like that. So, well, you can fly a shuttle pod, any one of those shuttle pods, this runabout, and any of the shuttlecraft. They all work the same way. So it wouldn't surprise me if they were going to eventually make some sort of fuck's sake. Hang on, is there anything I can do here? Oh shit, what's going on? Oh great. I don't think there's anything else I can actually do here. I mean, obviously I can adjust the propulsion and stuff. And you've got this station here. But it doesn't let you do much else, so I can literally just fly this around. I'll fly this back in, actually. And obviously I flew through the force field. Need to just lower that slightly. Can I? Oh, for fuck's sake. Can I? It's a bit, maybe the word for this would be janky, but I mean, oh, flippin' heck. Yeah, it's a bit dodgy, trying to. I'm gonna lower this. I'm going to basically exit out of this because, I mean, as impressive as it is, it's still going to be a bit of a. Sure, you can't just shut it down, but unfortunately it doesn't let you. So. I don't even know if you're supposed to be able to use those tractor beams yet or not, but I mean... Oh, I can't actually get past that force field, which is just as well probably. However, what I'm going to do next... Ooh. Sorry, what's this again? Phaser range. Ooh, this actually might be useful. I didn't see this before. Oh god. Actually, if this is a phaser range, where do I get my phaser from? What do you get? Phaser practice, select mode. This is... Ooh. Ooh. Gimme. Oh wait, hang on. Nice. I didn't realise I had these here. Type 1 phaser, Type 2 phaser, and then you got the Type 3, which is basically a phaser rifle. So now, fuck. This is just, this is still, you can tell this is basically some sort of alpha or beta. one thing I definitely think this needs is I need to get a better system. Well, not a system. The CPU needs to be better. I mean, it's pretty nifty this is here. I didn't even realise this was available. Very, okay, so what happens now? That's actually kind of cool. There's still a lot of stuff here I haven't discovered yet, evidently. But I want to try... this is just another... just one of the... that's basically the smallest phaser. Attrition mode, time mode, Federation record score database. That is pretty nifty. Oh, did I kick that? Whoops. I mean, I wasn't even aware that actually existed, but... still interesting to actually know about that, but I mean... I don't even know if there's much else around here. Actually, I think that's pretty much it for this area. I mean, this place is very detailed. Even if it is a bit kind of dodgy in terms of performance at the moment, but I mean, there's a lot of potential here. There's not much I can actually do with that at the moment, but I do think if I get a better CPU, I might be able to make this more stable. But where was it? Actually, I'll go down to... Shuttle Bay 2. I want to show something off with this. Oh god, not again. I don't want to look up at the sky. Too bright. Well, on the plus side, at least I know my new headset... well, I've actually had it at the same time as the other one, but at least I know this headset works better than the other one. Oh yeah, today's still Sunday. Yeah. Right, that's a turbo lift, and then if we go down here... ah, for fuck's sake. You should be lucky I don't have a phaser, man. I'd shoot you so... Oh, this is the break. Okay. Can I do anything with this? No. Although that said, I wonder what he's in for. Deactivate force field. Oh, another phaser. Brilliant. Hey, I can actually go and phaser people now again. Like you. And... oh, they actually run! I actually feel a bit bad. Run! Oh, bye-bye. I know, I'm evil. But yeah, this is the other shuttle bay. So if I drop this for a moment, and if I open shuttle bay doors,
Shuttle Bay 1. 8. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2. 1. 2.
So obviously you can open up the shuttle bay from here, but deactivate force field. There you go. Now that you deactivate the force field, look, everything's getting blown out into space. And I can also just do this. Although I don't know how I'm doing this without some sort of space suit. Although, this is actually a really good way to see the scale of the Enterprise compared to the average person. Because this is like about 1,000 meters from one end to the other. So, I actually got to dig up the... oh, god damn it. Not really that worrying. My laptop's decided it wants to restart to install Windows upgrades. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like Windows, because... There we go. Now I've just fallen off. Yeah, they're building one of them. So Windows 10 is going to get an update. Whether I like it or not. So I'm just going to go back to emergency transport. So obviously I can do that. I think there, and obviously because I've actually, where does this lead then? Oh, it's restarted everything. That's unfortunate. But that's the if that's the brig. Can't go down there, unfortunately. How do you mean fly or float? I think it's, oops, I think it's here I want. Yeah, apparently I can't actually get into the other shuttle bay, which is unfortunate, but oh well. So yeah, the force field is still down. I mean, space doesn't have gravity anyway, so... Library computer, access and retrieval system. Okay. They really need to do something about the gravity in here. I'm guessing that's how you get into things. But I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I've missed. I probably need to use some sort of rocket or something to get it in place. Or maybe they're going to be building it in space. Because I know that they're trying to do some sort of experimental propulsion system with it. I don't know. They've not. I don't know if they necessarily started building it. I think they've planned to build it because I mean it's going to be using some sort of experimental. Experimental propulsion system. I can't remember what the name of it is, but I have actually looked at some of the stuff. So. Oh yeah, I remember the Zukov. But yeah, they'll find a way to get in space. I mean, they're NASA. Let's face it, they've gotten more inferior stuff into space. So, I mean, let's face it, it's rocket science, and who knows rocket science better than NASA? And we're going to merge the transport just to near server lift. And this is probably about the only time I can actually say it's rocket. Well, one of the few legitimate times I can actually say something's rocket science, because it really is. Let's go to the holodecks again. The entire everything with regards to that is all theoretical at the moment. That's the thing, because if it's using a new propulsion system, I can't remember what it is. There probably won't be a zombie apocalypse. It'll be more than likely a nuclear war, to be fair. Maybe I should actually have been looking at the map so I could actually see what the directions are. But yeah, I don't. If there was going to be a zombie apocalypse, we'd have actually seen it by now. I mean, yeah. Hate to break it to you, but we're more than likely to have a nuclear war, especially with Cheeto Face in charge of the United States. Not that I'm actually trying to get political, but it's no secret that I don't actually like Trump. One sec. But yeah, this is taking longer than it should. Are we even? Oh, no, I shouldn't be doing that. Uh-oh. Yeah, I've actually had Cheetos, so that's why I can actually understand the entire Cheetos reference. I actually have Cheetos in my Digger Feast storage facility, which is pretty much just basically a Tesco bag. Well, actually no, I respect it more than that. It's like a bag for life from some supermarket or another, or maybe from the pound shop, one of the two, but I mean they're the durable ones, so, or they're in a box, so why is this taking so long? Oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to. The thing about going into space is you actually need to be prepared. When I mean prepared, you have to be fit, which kind of rules me out. And seriously, 3% so far since I last, since progress on that bloody Windows update. It's got to be a big one. It would actually be cool if I could actually kind of transport places, but oh flip. So let's go down again to. Let's actually go to this bit here. Let's go to crew quarters. No, it's not a fat joke, because if it's a fat joke, I had to include myself in that as well. But no, I'm just saying, you actually, if you're going to do any sort of space travel, you have to be extremely fit. I'm not even kidding. Oh no, again? Oh, this is one of the escape pods, by the way. Although I can't actually get out into it at the moment. Unless they let me get into the chair. Yeah, so am I, actually. I'm just gonna run. So another escape pod. I actually can't get into any of these escape pods, which is frustrating, but I mean, it does show you the size of them. Yeah, as if there's got to be space for people to stow away, you know, and, well, maybe there might be, but... You have the sneaky sneaks, or the snacks, as Octavius Kitten says. Snacky snacks, isn't it? Maybe I'm not actually saying that properly. I'm just trying to think of how you would say it. Do you ever get the feeling that, you know, they were just talking about me? It's like all of them are basically just clustered together, and then they just all walked away. It's kind of like, what are you saying about me? There's another terrible lift. Oh, hello. I've stumbled upon something. This is the cargo bay, if not mistaken. Unfortunate. Wish I knew how to actually control. I think it just basically knocked it over. They actually seem pretty easy to knock over, thinking about it. So if I move, yeah, that's backwards. Starfleet supply. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Starfleet's. God fucking damn it! I was reading that, you pricks. Now where's the phaser? I'm gonna blast you all for your insolence. Actually, why are they all in here? That's kind of bizarre. Actually, this looks easier. Oh, Starfleet supply. Storage container BI420. Yeah, they're all got the same texture. Go figure. God damn it, stop freaking me out, you bloody NPCs. It's like I literally blink. Yeah, well, yeah, I know, it's a cult. They're all wearing the same uniforms. Like they're kind of in some sort of organization or military or something. Ah, crap, I've got one. Am I in this cult too? Yeah, they look worse since I've lowered the detail. Oh look, I'm actually getting close to 60 frames per second in this bit. We want more of this, please. Though, where are the quarters? I don't want an escape pod. Oh yeah, there is actually no... Is there anything I've missed? Science Lab 1 and 2, no. 9 forward. Sick bay. So I can actually find that. Whoops. Flip. First thing one of the thing I'm gonna do. Oh, nice, 17%. One of the things I'm gonna do tomorrow is actually get a haircut, because then I don't have to worry about the heat so much, and you know. Okay, still working. I don't have to worry about the heat so much, and you know, I won't have hair going in my face because I need to probably trim it down a bit. I'm trying to go to sick bay, I think it is. Not there. Not there. Not there. Was there. They're not looking at me now. Hi. Are they all? Oh, I actually got all different. How rude. They all had different rank pips. Of course, now they're actually looking at me. Now that I've actually kind of said that. Ugh, flipping heck. How did he get there? This place is confusing as hell sometimes. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, there we go. Here's sick bay. Well, on the plus side, at least they don't look all the same. That would actually be quite scary. Can I? Ho 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 ho! I wasn't expecting that, but that's fucking awesome. What would make going green a bad idea? Alright, mate. Have some anesthetic. Or, well, not anesthetic, You're looking at me. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is not as good as the phaser. Can I not? Really? Seriously? I can't actually... Yeah, the funny thing about hair colouring is it can go... There we go. Go completely wrong sometimes. But hey! You can have some too. Where'd they go? I sort of like just pretty much kind of put them to sleep and... Oh god, that's actually kind of scary as well. I think the guy's eyeballs have literally kind of gone as well. It's like, you see them and then they're gone. And then someone else... Evidently, you can't actually put this guy to sleep. Fair enough. I'll just put you back to sleep again. That never gets old. So instead of phasering people, I'm now putting people to sleep with a tranquilizer. You still can't? Watch me now go out, and there's still is. Oh, is that what happened? Oops. I think I kicked them through the floor, which wouldn't surprise me, actually. So, yeah, I think I've pretty much... Oh yeah, the holodecks. So I've pretty much now... I've phasered people. I've put them to sleep with a tranquilizer from a hyperspray. I've used the phaser training range. I've flown all the available shuttlepod. Well, I've shown at least one each of the shuttlecraft, shuttlepods, and runabouts. I've blown up the ship at least once. What else do I do? Excuse me. I probably really should actually put my Capamon link into things. So, we can go on to the Enterprise D bridge.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
And Yeah, that'll take a second to load. Okay, maybe not. That's really jarring. Oh, is that how you do it? That makes a lot of sense, you know? That makes perfect sense. Can I actually... Bloody... Can I push buttons on this? I mean, it's very, Oh. Doesn't let me push buttons, but... I mean, this actually looks a lot better. Really? You can actually... Oh, they've actually modelled the inside of the, They've actually modelled the inside of the turbolift as well, which is quite nifty. I don't know if that means they're actually going to be doing stuff. They're going to model more of the ship, which is a possibility, but that'll just make more work. Unfortunately, I can't actually do anything, but... Yeah, now I actually know how that works. And I've fallen through the map again. Fuck! Yeah, so phasered people, put them to sleep, and yeah, pretty much I can actually put down falling through the map about 3 different times. Well, actually more than that probably. Laptop's still updating, which is a pain. So 4 holodecks, which is not too bad. Delete. So actually, is there 4? Whoops. So again, we can just hide this. Oh, it's an emergency turbo lift. So this is the... Can't actually sit in here. I can sit on the... Can't even sit on the chair. That's scandalous. Yeah, this just basically looks like... Ooh, interesting. That's a bit, I don't know, I don't think that's supposed to happen, actually. I mean... Actually, where did I put the... Where does the... They need to model the ready room on the inside of the turbo lift, at least. It does look really different compared to the original, the current Enterprise, but... Let's go out. And change the simulation, the holodeck simulation to this one. Ah, and yeah. I don't recall this having... Oh yeah, actually no, this did have stuff. So obviously... That's Patrick... Well, that's Captain Picard, obviously. Observation Lounge. Antimatter storage pods. Tactical intelligence analysis. Work resolution systems. Yeah, this definitely does feel like it's more built for combat. I'm gonna have to get out of this soon because one, it's not very stable. That's a bit of a glaring oversight.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
So back to the All Good Things Enterprise. That's still, now that I actually know how to get rid of the that door is pretty nifty. Can I sit in this chair? No. You can definitely see all the differences between each of the enterprises. Right, that's okay, that works. And then we just have this last thing to do here.
Program complete. Enter when ready.
I'll probably revisit this when it gets another version upgrade. Oops. So this is the Generations one, where you've actually got all the different stations. I've pretty much revamped, changed the bridge over completely. Actually, thinking about it, it's very reminiscent of the original series bridge. But yeah, let's have a... Again, that's the emergency turbo lift. So... And that's pretty much that. Okay, I'm probably just going to call it here, because that 4-hour one was a bit kind of unexpected on my part. Actually, I'll go into a turbo lift where this isn't bothering me so much. Okay, hang on. Oh. It might actually be more stable than the turbo lift. Okay, so... Maybe not. Huh. Better FPS. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now with regards to the Enterprise Stage 9 Enterprise D Virtual Recreation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Obviously, I'm not going to do this one for a while. I've actually got to kind of work out schedule now to cover me from till September. Because I've got Daggerfall Unity coming next, which is basically still in a development build. I would consider using OpenMW for this, but the thing is, it's actually relatively feature complete, so I can actually run through a quest and do it. So it's pretty much worthwhile just doing it in a game. But other than that, I'll be streaming Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition on Wednesday from 7 till 10. And next Wednesday, I'm going to try and see about an extended session, but I need to kind of arrange that first. If not next Wednesday, then the following Wednesday. But and then next, so that's pretty much me covered till next week now, I think. If there's anything I've forgotten, I'll just make sure to add it up to my blog with the relevant sections and all that kind of stuff. I do want to eventually start doing Let's Plays, so I'll probably start taking some of the stuff from Let's Plays, for Let's Plays from my streaming list. So there'll be streams each week, as well as some Let's Play sessions. I'm not going to try and overload myself too much, but I figured I might as well get into it, otherwise I'm never going to get... either YouTube famous, quote unquote, or I'm not going to have any content worth kind of doing on Patreon for Stormhaven media and and all the other stuff. So I need to kind of look into that. But I'm waffling on now. So thanks again for coming over. Thanks for chatting with me, and well, thanks for everything really. Thanks for everything else that I can't think of at the moment, but I can't think of anything else right now. I've really got to kind of make sure that I get a better closing thing anyway. So I'm calling it here for tonight. Thanks again for coming round. Take care and good night. Oh, actually, there is one thing I want to do. I'm actually just going to put this up for a second because it's the closest thing. How is... Oops. Yeah, okay, so essentially I've got all of the... everything's kind of sorted now. So I've got, obviously, at this brief intermission, I'm just going to quickly go through it in case you actually watch it to the end. Don't blame if you don't. But obviously we've got the getting ready screen, which is going to be like that. The switching thingy, you know, this bit for when I'm switching games and if I've got text issues. This is my intermission screen. You get to see my lovely face. Not quite yet. And then obviously the face cam is like this. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the... I need to get the... what's it called? The Cathamon on that. The game itself, and then face cam and game. So I don't even know if anybody's... sorry, what's going on with this now? Oh, wait, never mind. I'm looking back at my screen. Anyway, I'm going to just shut it, you know, close everything off for now, and that's me done now. So, again, thanks for watching, and good night.